Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever the time is where you are. I am Chris SweetLeaf, and welcome back to Studio Madness. I know it's been a while. I shouldn't be sat here in March saying Happy New Year, but it is what it is. I'm going to try from here on in to do at least one video a month. I've got a whole bunch planned, it's all up here. Just got to get it down there. But I'm going to do one on sequencing, both analog and digital. I'm going to do one on reverb, one on delay. But this particular episode, we're going to be episode 4. So it's a ridiculous unboxing video that you can take away. Just in case you're wondering, yes, I am currently using a webcam for a microphone. Because Windows 10. Thank you. Honestly, high quality microphone going into sound card, going into computer. Can you see it? Yes. Can you give it to my video software? No. Thank you, Windows 10. So that's a little glitch that I'm going to sort out later on. But I just wanted to get this video done, basically, so that there's something up on the channel that you guys can watch. I just want to say hi and thanks to everyone who has subscribed to Studio Madness over the past few months. It's great to see you. I promise there will be some more videos coming soon. As I say, hopefully once a month, if I can get my kind of schedule with work and stuff sorted. As you can see, production values have gone up a bit. I have my my logo just there. I can also give you a quick look around what the studio actually looks like currently. So we've got laptop there. Up here we've got the Genesis X1000, the Alpha Juno 2, the Juno 6, absolute classic old school one there. This thing is that's actually a ring modulator by a guy called Joe. I think he's still making them. You can pick them up on eBay. They're called Joe's Mod. Over here, top there, they are both Pioneer analog reverb units. They are actually originally designed for hi-fi use. The top one is true analog physical, where it's got a spring. It's a stereo spring reverb in there. The bottom one is it's analog again, but there's no spring. It uses what's called a bucket brigade technique, which is where you just have lots of capacitors all kind of daisy chained together, and that's how you get the delay effect. Up here we've got the Roland SH09, the Yamaha CS5, Yamaha CS10 underneath there, which I do have linked up, and I'll do a video about that later the next couple of months. This of course is the Volca sample, which I was using to play the beats off with the, I think it's episode 2 that I did the analog jam. Over here we've got the Pulse Plus, just up above there is kind of storage for bits and pieces. We've got the Micro Q from Waldorf. We've got another analog delay unit from a company that it says Digitech, but it's not Digitech as we know it. We've got ESI, a couple of EMU samplers there, a little power strip running everything. That is a Digitech Studio Vocalist, so as a harmonizer, which again I'll do a video on. It's a great thing. You can sing a note into it, play some keys on the keyboard, and it then harmonizes your voice with whatever keys or chord you're playing, which is great. The Korg Triton rack mount version lent to me by Strange, thank you. Also that down there, which is the tone generator, the Yamaha TG55, great little box, again lent to me by Strange, along with the first SO1 that I got there. That is a analog synth from Roland, very old, SPV 355. This little thing obviously is the little Korg SQ1 analog sequencer, CV sequencer that I was using in part 2 for the analog jam. That's the CS01, which for all intents and purposes, pick that up later, for all intents and purposes looks like a toy keyboard, but it is actually an analog synth and sounds pretty good. I'll do some video with that later. I've got this metal plate on a couple of springs. If you can work out what I'm going to do with that later on. At some point, that will be in one of the episodes, but I'll get onto that once I've actually built the thing. That's a Behringer bass synthesizer, a Dodd stereo echo, and there is an octave fuzz distortion pedal, the slash signature. Oh yeah, and then up there is some more acoustic foam, because let's be honest, you can never have enough acoustic foam. As you can see, there's some up on the walls there and over there as well, just to kind of help try and isolate any reflections, which is great. Anyway, that's enough of a quick studio tour for now. So yeah, enjoy. This is episode 4. This is the unboxing of that ridiculous unit, which cost, it was about half the price of what a proper serviced, full serviced one would cost, but it still wasn't necessarily cheap. And if anyone asks, no, I haven't bought another synth since then. Didn't happen. So yeah, enjoy. This is episode 4. I will get on to doing more, because the whole point of these was for me to use Studio Madness as an excuse to actually do stuff with the ridiculous amount of gear that I have lying around, some of which I still haven't had a chance to play with. So that's what we're going to be doing over the next, well, probably year, 9 months, I don't know, see how long it takes. So there it is. Thank you for subscribing to Studio Madness. I'm going to try and do at least one video per month, try and get them out sort of fairly regularly, and get on and actually do some more jams, make some music, and hopefully make some entertaining and possibly even educational videos for you lot out there on YouTube. So enjoy. Here is a ridiculous unboxing video.
Now, you see, the problem with a package of this kind of size and the way that it's wrapped, how do you tack it? Where do you start? Let's find out. Alright, well, that's a start. The outer cover open and a box inside. I'll get the sides of that off and get the box out and see how much further we have to dig to get to the goodies. Most of the bubble wrap off to reveal the box. This is like Pass the Parcel from France, but it's a Russian thing. I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, right, so that comes off, and then the sides come off, and we end up with some more blue bubble wrap. It's well packaged. Also think it's upside down, and that's the bottom. Give me a second, I'll turn it over. Right, well, I think it doesn't matter which way up it goes, because if I remember, it is in a nice big kind of wooden case, which gives me the opportunity to be able to do this. This is great for my OCD. Something that I really do enjoy doing is peeling off the sticky tape independently from the bubble wrap, so then all you end up with is a roll of sticky tape and then the bubble wrap by itself. It also means that then nothing gets stuck to anything once you get the package completely open. So I'll be back in a minute. I tell you what, I've got most of the outer tape off and wrapped up into little tape balls. Most of the first layer of blue bubble wrap off. There's still more. Still more. This is incredibly well packaged, and I'm very thankful for that. But good grief, this is taking a while. Okay, after a ridiculous amount of packing tape and a beer, we have a handle that is a lid. So, we're on the home stretch. The last bit of packing tape finally removed. Keeps my OCD happy. We can lie this down, pull out the last of the bubble wrap. I have a lot of it. Anyone needs any bubble wrap, I have, you know, rolls of it, and yeah, lots of the stuff. With any luck, it's upside down. Right, give me a second, I shall turn it the right way up. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to take 2 hands to remove the lid. Interesting couple of little compartments there in the lid, which is nice. Lid out that way. I give you a loose screw. I should probably hold on to that. Don't quite know where that's come from. I give you the monstrosity that is... Obviously the trim's had better days. I'll get that back to where it should be, sort of there. The Polyvox. This thing is an absolute... in need of a bit of maintenance, touch of repair perhaps. But there we go, a monstrous synth that is the Polyvox. Now, can anyone read Russian? Need to work on that. Okay, further investigation in the lid. Nice little compartments. A couple of 5-pin DIN cables. One that is 5-pin DIN to a 1/4-inch jack, which is helpful because that's the audio output. And next to it, believe it or not, it's got a foot pedal for expression. Again on a 5-pin DIN plug. The screws on the side are slightly loose. Tighten those up. But I mean, that is just brilliant. Having the original foot pedal that goes with it is great. Where did that come from? The keyboard itself all appears to be mechanically working. You can see there's a fair amount of grime, so I'll probably take the keys off and clean them up. But as I found out, it's actually quite easy to get the keys off. They literally just kind of unclip from the back, pull forwards, and there's a key. And in fact, I've just noticed that this key is missing a little magnetic contact just in there. Got it spare just over there, so that's going to need sticking back in. I mean, I did get this for about half the price what a fully serviced one is going for on eBay. And you can see that the frame here is quite bent downwards. That should be a straight line, and it's not. That's obviously had a bit of a smack at some point in its life. But all of these crazy Russian switches all seem to be intact. None of them have snapped off, which is great. There you go, 90, I believe, early 80s, 82, 84, something like that. That's now going to be a clean up and tidy up project. Somewhere online I did actually find the translation for all of these, so I'm going to relabel the whole thing up once I've got it up and running and working. But yeah, all in all, I'm pleased with that. Just having a quick look at the underside, just note the funky socks. Quick look at the underside. And everything looks in incredibly clean, tidy order. It's very nicely done, neat and tidy. depending on what you play, it's in tune, then it's out of tune. Real analog!
Okay, so there you have it. The 4-Manta Polybox. That was a quick demonstration, and what I'll do is in the next video I'll do a proper demonstration on how to actually use the thing, because that was just me kind of messing around, testing about on it. If you can, as you noticed, the tuning is completely kind of skewiff, and I'll go through that as well, because tuning that thing is fun. Kind of. It is doable. It's got what was happening is you've got two modes. You've got either single mono mode, which is both oscillators just playing on the one note, or you've got dual mode. So it's a duophonic, which means you can play two notes at a time, and one of them goes to each oscillator. But for some reason, in doing that, when you switch, as you could see, the second oscillator tends to go out of tune a little bit. And that's probably why the second oscillator is the only oscillator that has its own tuning knob. The first oscillator is just on the master tune. So that's probably why the second oscillator tunes itself, so that you can adjust that in order to match. But yes, I will come back to the Polyvox and much more. So stay tuned. Studio Madness. Chris SweetLeaf. Take care.